Welcome back to Caffeine Confessionals. My name is Allan, and today we're going to be talking about the players in challenge history who are the best daily challenge competitors ever statistically. I am going to explain the math of how the rankings came to be how they are, but if you just want to know the rankings themselves, skip 2 minutes ahead, skip my math explanation, and trust me at face value. I also want to remind you that these statistical rankings are just based on the pure math. When I say statistically, I don't mean the player who has the most daily challenge wins all time, because that doesn't say who the best daily challenge competitor is, it just says who's done the most challenges. For this video, we are going to be using a stat known as win ratio percentage, and win ratio percentage takes how many daily challenges you've won divided by your expected amount of wins. How do you find expected wins? Well, for example, if you compete on a 2-team season where the daily challenge will be one winning team, your expected wins is 0.5 because that's 50% of 1. If you compete in 8 daily challenges on a 2-team season, your expected wins is 4. Now, how does expected win ratio work? So if you win 6 of those 8 daily challenges, 6 divided by 4 is 150%. That is a very good win ratio and would put you in elite status. Likewise, if you had bad luck or were on a bad team, and say you only won 2 out of 8 daily challenges when your expected wins was 4, your win ratio is 50%, which would put you near the bottom all time. What is crucial to note about win ratios is the fact that in this modern era of the challenge, where on Total Madness, you could have 14 different pairs competing in a daily challenge, that means your expected win rate is 1 in 14. If you were to actually win, your ratio would be 1400%. To put this in perspective, Cam just won her first daily challenge on Double Agents after 8 episodes. Going 1 for 8 doesn't sound good, but because of how many people have been competing in each challenge, her expected wins at this point is 0.669. That means her one win puts her at a win ratio of 149%. That's fantastic, and it shows you that the more people that compete, there's more randomness, there's more external factors. And if you can actually go like 3 for 12 in these seasons with all these players, then you're doing a good job. A little side note, before we jump into the rankings, the only players on this list are people who've competed in 30 or more career daily challenges. Anything less than 30 we found to be statistically not a big enough sample size. And shout out to Reddit user Will Simon for compiling all this data and keeping it all in a live spreadsheet that you can view in the description of this video. On to the rankings themselves, I am going to go in detail on the top 5 men and women in daily challenge history, but before I do that, I'm going to list off 15 to 6 for both the men and women. For the women, from 15 down to 6, in 15th place, Camila Nakagawa. In 14th place, Katie Doyle. 13th place, Veronica Portillo. 12th place, Nani Gonzalez. 11th place, Cam Williams. 10th place, DM Brown, rest in peace. 9th place, Sarah Rice. 8th place, Paula Marinick. 7th place, Cara Maria Sorbello. And in 6th place, Amanda Garcia. For the men, in 15th place, Wes Bergman. 14th place, Jamie Murray. 13th place, Shane Landrum. 12th place, Abram Boyes. 11th place, Jordan Wisely. 10th place, Josh Martinez. 9th place, Dan Setzler. 8th place, Landon Luke. 7th place, Corey Warden. And 6th place, Johnny Bananas himself. Now on to top 5 for the men and women. In 5th place for the men and women is Theo Vaughn and Tori Deal, an old school challenger and a new school challenger. Theo's competed in a career 54 daily challenges, won 25 of them. His expected wins is 17.7 and his win ratio is 141.27%, putting him just above people like Corey and Johnny Bananas. While Theo was known for being one of the funniest guys in the house, as you can see from the stats, he was a great competitor. 4 seasons, 3 finals, 2 championships, was part of a dominant team on Battle of the Sexes 2 and a very good Road Rules team on the Gauntlet 1. If anything, his mainstream success as a comedian kind of makes you underrate how good of a challenge competitor he was. Switching over to Tori, she's competed in 39 daily challenges, has won 14 of them, her expected wins is 11.2, and her win ratio is 124.99%. She won a bunch of challenges early on Dirty 30, and then on War of the Worlds 2 was part of a dominant US team for a majority of the season. Hilariously, it's her one daily challenge win on Double Agents recently that bumped her over Amanda Garcia and Cara Maria Sorbello. While I personally don't consider Tori to be top 5 in daily challenges all time, nowhere close to that, the math says otherwise. Also, just showing how volatile the math can be, if she doesn't win that daily challenge with Devin on Double Agents, she drops all the way down to 9th all time. Our 4th place finishers are Kenny Santucci and Jody Weatherton. Kenny competed on 76 daily challenges, won 35 of them, expected win rate of 24.67 and a 141.86% win ratio. Kenny benefited from being on great teams his entire career. The Veterans team on Gauntlet 3, the Badasses Inferno 3, and the Champion team on the Ruins. What put him into this upper echelon, though, is the fact that he won 5 out of 9 daily challenges with Laurel on Fresh Meat 2. And you gotta remember, most of them were early daily challenges, where they were facing 11, 12, 13 teams. Jody competed in 38 daily challenges, won 19 of them, had an expected win total of 14.13, and a win ratio of 134.48%. What really elevated Jody all the way to the top is the fact that she won 7 out of 14 daily challenges on the duel, competing as an individual, meaning it was her against 9 other girls the entire season. The 3rd place finishers are Zach Nichols and Evelyn Smith. Evelyn has competed in 50 daily challenges, won 25 of them, has an expected win total of 18.58, and a win ratio of 134.58%, edging out Jody by less than a quarter of a percentile for 3rd place. Subjectively, I think Evelyn is one of the best all time, and I'm really glad the stats back that up. She's been on good teams like the Veteran team on Gauntlet 3, the Badasses on Inferno 3, and theoretically could be even higher on this list had she not quit the Ruins in her elimination against Kellyanne. That was a dominant team, and having been on that team, it might have put her in 2nd or 1st place overall. Evelyn's Rivals 1 performance is also underrated, as her and Paula won 50% of the daily challenges as a pair together. Zach has competed in 76 daily challenges, has 33 wins, a 19.94 expected win total, and a win ratio percentage of 165.46%. That is nuts. That is a big leap from what we've been talking about before. Dating back to his rookie performance on Battle of the Season 2012, Zach has always been good at daily challenges. That San Diego team had the most wins all season. He was on a dominant War of the Worlds 2 Team USA. On Final Reckoning, he and Amanda had the most daily challenge wins all season. He was 2nd in daily wins on Vendettas, and even his short run on Rivals 2, him and Trey won the first 2 challenges. Zach has always been a great competitor, it's just his ego and boneheaded mistakes that get in his way. In 2nd place is Paulie Calafiore and Ashley Mitchell, 2 competitors who I consider to be very strong, but was personally shocked to see this high on the list. Paulie has competed in 33 daily challenges, barely getting over the 30 challenge minimum to be on this list. He has won 20 of them. He's had an expected win total of 11.37 and a win ratio of 175.88%. On War of the Worlds 1, Paulie tied with West for the most daily challenge wins by a male all season. For War of the Worlds 2, he was on a very dominant Team USA, and what's funny about Final Reckoning is that him being in the Redemption House for so long made sure that he wasn't losing any daily challenges. Likewise, Ashley being an early boot on 3 different seasons meant there was little opportunity for her to accumulate more losses and more expected wins, thus keeping her record pretty high. She's competed in 46 challenges, has 19 wins, 13.7 expected wins, and a 138.72% win ratio. Most of Ashley's wins came from Invasion of the Champions, where she was on an underdog team that won a lot of challenges because they had the numbers advantage in the challenges against the champions. And then the other wins come from being on Team USA for War of the Worlds 2. As you can tell, being on Team USA for War of the Worlds 2 benefits a lot of people. Losing all those eliminations actually boosted his daily challenge ratio. That's hilarious. Ashley is a fantastic competitor, but it is funny to see that she's competed on 8 seasons and only been in 46 daily challenges. That means she competes in less than 8 daily challenges a season. And on to our 1st place finishers, Evan Starkman and Laurel Stuckey. Evan has competed in 62 daily challenges. He won 31 of them, had an expected win total of 17.11, and a win ratio of 181.18%. Since his debut on Fresh Meat 1, Evan was a dominant player, winning all those challenges with Coral, leaving the season due to injury, and then just continued to have a strong challenge career. He tied for the most daily wins on the Duel 1 with CT. He was on a dominant Gauntlet 3 Veterans team, a dominant Champions team on the Ruins. Evan was just a flat-out top player on almost every single season he was on. Laurel, she competed in 46 daily challenges, won 20 of them, had an expected win total of 13.62, and a win ratio of 146.82%. Laurel's first 2 seasons are the most impressive, where she carried really terrible Grey team on Cutthroat to the most daily challenge wins all season with Abram. Fresh Meat 2, her and Kenny went 5 out of 9 daily challenges, and throughout her career, Laurel has just been dominant. The fact is, she's the best elimination competitor in challenge history. Knowing that, the fact that she also has the daily win ratio record for females just proves that she's either the first or second best female competitor all time. Laurel is a boss. Put respect on her name if you don't already. Also, comment with who you think is the best daily challenge competitor ever for men and women. Hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a like and a subscribe if you can. Have a great day.